For me, success is when you get to work with your friends. I think that is the definition for success for me.
Press the bell icon and never miss an update from Digital Hash.
Faisal Malik, our producer from Hamari Films, gave me a call, said that we're going to shoot a movie, we're going to shoot a story in Goa, and you're going to be a deaf and mute character. And I said, wow, that's amazing. So he had me with his opening line only. And then once I realized the cast, the crew, what the story was about, even before reading the script, I was even more intrigued by it. Tab tak I had already decided, okay, yeah, I think we should do this. Once the story came in, and I was fortunate enough to see the pilot. They had shot one pilot, which was redone by the time the show was greenlit. So yeah, interesting to know about the dons and the underworld in Goa. It's stuff each and every one of us have heard for a long time. But yeah, and to be able to work in Goa is really nice. If we could do this interview in Goa, I'm sure all of us would agree to do that there. I would describe Smoke as a story about individuals who are looking to grow and develop each one of them has their own personal paths, however are in a particular structure which has been laid down before them and already in situations that are pretty complex. How will they survive? How will they, see the silver lining? That is what this story is about. I play a person named Savio, aka Dumbo. He is deaf and mute, and he's a chef. And he gets to work in Bhau's house. That's the character's name, as a chef, as a cook. And then he's into their lives from then on. Each character has its own thriller twist points. It's not just the plot that's got its twists. So you get to know more and more as each episode goes along. I'm happy that I've cultivated the habit of reading the newspapers. So I've been knowing what's going on in the country in certain states, or at least to be able to pass if I have to give an exam. So I'm familiar with what's happening in the different states. And as far as research goes, YouTube is the first teacher where you can see what sign language is about. And anyway, in India, the good thing is most coffee shops, hotels also now, they will have a person who is differently abled in terms of who would be mute. So you end up talking to them or communicating in sign language. And I also went to a class which does teach students proper sign language. I mean, there was science, maths, English. I sat in on the English class and I had to introduce myself and tell them what I do for a living. And that, my friend, is very difficult to do. For me, success is when you get to work with your friends. I think that is the definition for success for me. And we've known each other for many, many, many years. We started doing theatre together. I'd also like to say that we are a product of the evolution in India. Because there is more demand for shows, more shows are being produced. And because more shows are being produced, more talent is being employed to carry it out. I didn't share much screen time with Mr. Tom Alter. As we started the show in one of the hotels that we were staying, we were neighbors. Never crossed paths, but because we had different shoot timings and stuff. But I considered myself very fortunate to be doing a project, so yeah, it was pretty good. mean, from the beginning, I've always felt Gulshan is very blessed with his skill and his craft. And with each project and as time goes on, it just keeps growing. So, and he manages to, he snaps, he gets angry with the character. And it's just a fraction of the way he delivers his line and the way he looks. And I thought that was fantastic because that comes as a surprise. You don't think he's going to be like that, but he showcases that. I think human beings are voyeuristic by nature. That's how we are built. And it's fascinating to see other people get into trouble. This is just, there's huge content where you see people in trouble and how do they get out of it. That's my opinion for why there's so much of this sort of crime-based, dark space stories going on.